So tonight I'm in Norway, but I'm at my local station in the northwest of England, waiting for a train to Manchester Airport to take a flight to Norway. So how does that make sense? Well, let me get the two trains to the airport, the first one of which is 6 minutes delayed, and I've got an 8-minute connection in Manchester. But let's get to the airport and then I'll explain how I can be in Norway whilst also taking a flight from Manchester to Norway. Let's get to the airport first. So made it to the airport on time. A short 2-minute connection at Manchester Oxford Road. Now begins the arduous march through the Blue Tunnel from the train station to Terminal 2, and we'll see how long security takes. I've got a fast track with my credit card, but usually that means they take longer than normal. So let's see. And then I'll actually explain what this trip is for. Oh, it's hot. It's hot in here. It's about 25 degrees outside in Manchester. They've got the heating on and I'm sweating. But let me tell you what I'm doing. Flying to Norway from Manchester if I'm already in Norway. Well, as a member of the Schengen zone, Norway has had to introduce the EES immigration system, where you need to give your fingerprints and have a photo taken every time you enter and leave the Schengen zone. I went to Norway exactly 3 weeks ago for a long weekend. I went to Oslo. There's a video on the channel about this. And it seems like there's an EES tracker where you can track how many days you've got left. You're allowed 90 days in every 6 months as a UK passport holder in the Schengen zone. I went on the tracker the start of this week. Today's Friday. And it shows that I have about 64 days left out of the 90. I went to Oslo for 3 nights. I haven't been back to the EU or any EEA countries since then, so obviously they haven't tracked me as leaving Norway. So I contacted the immigration police for Norway, and they said there are 2 options. One option is to send my passport to Norway and they'll see what they can do, which I don't want to do. And the other option is to travel to Norway, and hopefully when I turn up at arrivals passport control, they'll look at the system and think, hang on, you haven't been in Norway for the past 20 odd days. So I'm going for that option. I found the cheapest flight 2 days ago to Norway. My flight leaves Manchester at 9:50 PM and gets into Norway at 20 past midnight. I'm flying with Norwegian to Stavanger in the southwest of Norway. Oh, it's hot in here. It's so hot. So I'm going to try and make a long weekend of it. It's a bank holiday on Monday anyway. But it is so annoying. But let's see what happens when we arrive. They could start questioning why I'm back in Norway, Or they could start questioning, how did I leave Norway if they didn't know I left? But we'll soon find out what happens. I've got about an hour to wait until we get on the Norwegian flight. It's about an hour and 20 minutes over to Stavanger. And Stavanger is the oil capital of Europe. 1.3% unemployment rate, fun fact. We've got a couple of days and then we are doing something else in Norway before we fly home on Monday night. But I didn't want to be going to power cut. I didn't want to be going to Norway. I could have gone somewhere else. But Norway, if you want me to come and spend money, if you want me to come for the weekend and stay in a hotel for 3 nights, if you want me to go to your shops and use your public transport, fine, I'll come to Norway. And I spend my hard-earned money so you can then do the same to other people. Of course I'm joking, but it is really frustrating. Surely something as simple as give me your fingerprints, take a photo, click a button, and then you can leave. That all happened in Oslo when I left on the Monday, but something's gone wrong. So enough of the rant. We'll soon be waiting to get on board. I think my plane is just outside. It's a Norwegian plane with no face on the tail. Don't like those. I like the ones with the face. But we will then arrive into Stavanger, see how long it takes to get through passport control, if we can, and then we'll explore Stavanger for the weekend. Got myself a vegan Magnum, £3.75 from a vegan Magnum machine. Nice and cold. Magnum. So you can just about see the plane behind this boarding bridge. We should be boarding in about 25 minutes. I thought it'd be quite a quiet flight at this time of night, but it seems to be quite busy. Hopefully it's a fairly quick flight and we get there ahead of schedule, because I'm tired and I don't know how long it's going to take at immigration. So I've missed the last fly bussing into central Stavanger. It's now nearly 1 AM. Stood in the queue for about 55 minutes. But I was told that everything's shut this weekend and on Monday in Norway because it's a public holiday. So there will be nothing open which is just great. I need to now try and get to my hotel in central Stavanger. So because there are no buses at 1:10 in the morning, it has cost me £35 for an Uber for a 15-minute drive. Norway is really expensive, so I seem to have sorted out the EES problem, but it's cost me an absolute fortune. But we'll probably get to my hotel at probably around 1:30. I hope there's actually somebody there, because hospitality are still on strike in Norway. If you've watched my Oslo flights video, I'll include a link below to that. You'll see that last time I came 3 weeks ago, hospitality was all on strike in Norway. Well, they still are 3 weeks later. But I just want to get to my hotel, check in and go to sleep, and then we can explore Stavanger tomorrow. However, if everything's closed until the end of Monday, there might not be that much to do. I did not know it was a public holiday all weekend. The security immigration guy said, make sure you do your shopping early tomorrow morning, because literally everything will be shut until I leave on Monday night. But I want to now get to the Stavanger city in the centre of Stavanger, and then look forward to a buffet breakfast in the morning, and we can then start a new video exploring what there is or is not to do in Stavanger. 3 Ubers have come and gone. I've been stood here now for 25 minutes. The driver doesn't seem to have moved. He's 5 miles away. My card has been charged £35. If he doesn't come soon, I might have to go and check in to the Stavanger Airport Hotel, the Scandic, which is just round the corner. But God knows how much that would cost. Come on, CSA, 4.93 rating. It's finally here.
Hello.
Hello. There's the seatbelt.
The first exit onto flight last engine.
That's my room right at the end. Let's see what we've got. This is quite a big room. So we've got big bed, big windows overlooking whatever that is, and from this side the entrance to the Scandic Stavanger city, and then I think I might have been upgraded here. This is a nice room, nice and big. We've got a safe here. We've got a sofa, a bit of a table, chair. And all sorts of teas, coffees. And then this, and then the bathroom. Nice big shower. Sink, mirror, and some of this. So, we made it to Stavanger. It's now 1:45 in the morning. Nice room. I hope the EES problem on my passport has now been sorted. The guy did notice it on the system. He was really nice, told me about everything being closed over the long weekend here in Norway. We're here until Monday night and we'll be flying out of Bergen. There are a few more videos coming from Stavanger, Bergen and how we get to Bergen. But the EU's immigration system brought me to Stavanger. Maybe it's a hidden gem in Norway. We'll find out in the next video. But thanks for coming with me to sort out my passport problem, and I'll see you in the next one. So I spoke to YouTube and they said you would also like these cool videos from my channel. So please also check these ones out.